We feel very privileged to be able to live here. Every day on our trails, we see something new. An orchid that wasn't there the day before. A pair of Cooper's hawks nesting not far from our house. Those are amazing things that we experience every day. We would like other people to be able to experience that. That's why we've opened up our property for everybody who wants to come and walk out here and enjoy it.
The Edmonton and Capital region is quite a unique landscape. You're in a transition zone between the grasslands of the south and the boreal of the north. So you get the diversity of wildlife and plants that comes from both those areas mixing in this area, and that's why it becomes such a rich landscape. Now the challenge with the landscape though is that Edmonton is growing. It's double the size since the early 70s. That creates pressure on the landscape as the city expands. It is a challenge, but that's why careful land use planning ensures that we can have that balance.
We have an industrial heartland, we have Sherwood Park, which is a very urban setting, we have small country residential. You know, we've got a good mix, but we do realize the importance of protecting nature. When you get these big morainal areas that we're in here, they're really suited for all the other species that we share this planet with. So it was very important to, our family to make sure that we protected that land for next generations and into the future.
Edmonton is actually located over the Central Flyway, where tons of migratory birds come through here and stop over along their long journeys, as well as there's, those iconic Canadian wide-ranging mammal species in this area like moose and elk and bear, and they need larger landscapes to be able to thrive. Habitat fragmentation and loss is definitely a concern, so it's really important that we conserve what we have left.
20 years ago, I was starting to get quite distressed at how much the natural areas around Edmonton were being converted, and I wanted to do something about it by buying some land that had high biodiversity value and making sure that it was protected from development. Being a freshwater invertebrate biologist, places with water are just fascinating to me. The property, which we called Moose Pasture, did a lot of surveys out there just to find out what was there. Ended up finding many species of mites that were new to Alberta and some that were new to science on that property itself. So that makes it even more special. And its proximity to the protected national park sort of highlights the value of doing it through other landowners. An easement allows you to continue to use the land. Being able to provide this perpetual protection, it actually made me feel like there was hope.
Nature Conservancy of Canada can't do it alone, and we can't do it without the support of individuals and the public. Partnerships with landowners and Indigenous people, it really does become a whole of society approach.
As an organization, we've been fortunate to have partnerships and collaborations with many Indigenous communities and nations over the years. So we've had the benefit of learning directly from the communities and building trust and relationship, working together to ensure conservation and protection of very sacred lands for future generations.
When we conserve a property, it's about people as well. I really truly believe that people need to reconnect to nature. People can get out and really experience what is just in their backyard. That's the greatest gift for our own physical and mental health.
By spreading the word and working together, I hope that we can bring more people into the fold of protecting their properties for their families and for nature.